All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honor to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone that rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect, pushing the true doctrine. Across the four winds, earth, and all truth and its sincerity, man. Hey, we're the Mississippi camp. We have the brother Anah from Memphis camp, man, the fellowship with us. Hey, and we go through the spirit, man. We're going to go into, how people are advocates of this devil, man. They're willing to help him further his agenda when it comes to anything to help get that NWO going, man. So, you got certain people who's pushing to mandate, masks and everything. Then you got people who are not, which all that comes into, the scripture saying the Lord think not come to bring peace but division, man. But you still have a lot of Israelites, especially Israel, who's, partaking and furthering the affliction, man, because all this comes down to really doing away with your so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man.
All right, according to Free Dictionary, advocate, it means to speak, plead, or argue in favor of. Also, one that argues for a cause, a supporter, or a defender.
Yeah, man, and when you speak to people throughout this world, man, through your everyday life, and, the conversation comes up, man, regarding these mandates, the masks, getting hit up and all these things, man. You have a lot of people who headstrong on these things should be followed that Esau is putting down, man, these unrighteous decrees, man. They headstrong on to some of them really get pissed off about it, man. People should really do it. They need to get this, they need to do that, because, things will get back to normal and get better if they did, but that's not going to happen. You see, they in a delusion, man. They living in a fantasy world. They're not paying attention to what's really going on in reality, man. This is the end of this place, man. So if you're furthering or helping the devil, to get his agenda going, man, then you're an enemy of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Yeah. And what brought this video through the spirit, man, I was looking at the news, and it's the deal going on in Nashville, Tennessee, where they had like some kind of a meeting, I would guess, with parents, the student board or whatever, and you had some people who wanted the mask, and you had some who didn't want it mandated. So one of the women who actually was a teacher, if I'm not mistaken, and her children went to that school, she was on the platform of CNN, and she just kept repeating that she wanted to be an advocate to help, keep children safe and keep everybody safe. She wanted to be an advocate to do this, to do that. Pretty much she wanted to do the bid of Satan, man. She wanted to help her father, the Edomite, man, because that's what Eve really look at Esau as, especially when it comes to the Edomite man as her daddy, her savior, a father figure, her master, man. And that goes back all the way back to Eve in the garden, man.
It's Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, and the Most High said, You should not eat of every tree of the garden.
And the woman was Eve.
Yep.
The serpent later became Cain, and then later became Esau through the process of reincarnation.
Verse 2, and the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
Right, so she's basically telling him, we have the standard of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Go ahead.
Verse 3, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High said, We should not eat of it.
And that goes to show you that Eve knew right from wrong. Right. Because the commandments has stipulations and consequences.
Neither shall ye touch it, yes, ye die. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye should not surely die.
So at this time frame, Eve was advocating for Adam by serving her man, which was ultimately going into serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Because that's how a woman serves the Most High, by serving her man. So she was advocating in the correct spirit at this time frame.
Verse 5, but for the Most High do not know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes should be open, and you should be as gods, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes.
Meaning what? It was pleasing to her mindset.
She had that desire.
She had that desire, that craving.
That flesh.
Yeah.
And a tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof and did eat,
Meaning she accepted it. Go ahead.
and gave also unto her husband with her, and he did eat.
So what happened? Now Eve went home and started advocating for the serpent, which was a man, a crafty man. So she no longer was actually committed to the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Shah. She started advocating for the serpent.
Fast forward to nowadays, these modern women of our nation, they're in that same mindset, you know? They're advocating for our enemy. You read the book of Psalm, the 83rd chapter, it tells you how Esau want to come down on us, man. You know? But, you know, we have a majority of our women, they're pleading for the cause of our enemy. So, therefore, that's why it says in the book of Micah that she is my enemy. You know what I'm saying? I got a quick one.
Sirach 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
You know what I'm saying? By the transgression, you know? What we're going to, because at that time frame, the laws were like considered order, you know, or oral, you know? But, you know, at the same time, Eve, she knew the situation of good and evil, man. And she still made the choice to go ahead and go with the serpent's way, man.
I got a quick one, Master Brother. 1 Corinthians 7:33. But he that is married care for the things that are of the world, how he may please his wife.
You got a lot of jakes in that type of mindset nowadays. They do things, go outside their character or outside their moral standards to please, you know, these women, man. Because these women are of the world.
That's right. Which she's an advocate for Esau.
right.
You know, she'll tell you, hey, won't you put that Bible down and go pick up a trade? Or stop hanging out with the brother so much and start spending family time with me and my family. Now she's advocating again for the serpent, but in modern times.
Like, what was that? When it, who was that had John the Baptist beheaded? I know the daughter, you know, it was a mother's wish basically working through her daughter.
Yeah.
But what was his name? The king?
Was it Herod? Because the brother was Philip, right? Let me make sure.
I don't know, but well, the brother getting it pretty much. He didn't want to do it, man. But it was a promise he made to his wife, and she got the order from her mother, man. So it was Herod. So Herod, though he didn't want to do it, man, he carried out the order or the wishes of his wife to behead John the Baptist, man. You know, and that's you know, falling weak for a woman, man. You know what I'm saying? But she was pretty much advocating for her mother, man.
Yeah,
to
Philip
do
was,
that.
Philip was the brother, and Herod was Yeah, Philip was the brother, but Herod was committing adultery with Philip's wife.
Ooh, okay.
That's what that was about.
Good.
You know?
But at the end of the day, John the Baptist was beheaded because of a woman, man. You know?
This Proverbs 12 and 26.
If I can just add, bro, and Herod was a fucking Edomite.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that Levite woman basically was doing the bidding. She was advocating again for Satan because the spirit of Satan was on her to basically get her to be like, you know what, have the charger. You know, put his head on the charger. So like, man.
And then Yahushua called Herod fox.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause he knew that he was a terror at the end of the day, man.
His lineage went back.
In Proverbs 12 and 26, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduces them.
And that's how women became advocates. The way of the wicked have seduced them. You know what I'm saying? That's a good precept, bro.
Got you, bro.
You know?
And the Psalm 58 and 4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
Meaning their philosophies. Right? And once our people have actually received these philosophies, what happened? Now they go further away from the law, statutes, and the commandments. And then they begin to be advocates for Esau, or continue to be advocates for Esau. You know what I'm saying? Which is basically have you to care for the things of the world. And always keep Yahweh B'Shem Shai out of your mindset.
You know, that poison, you know, goes into that Babylonian wine.
Yup.
Like we was talking about the other day, the lesson that a majority of our people, how Esau enticed these nations, he give them a sip of that Babylonian wine, which represents, you know, the ideologies, the democracy, the dogma of America. And these other nations, they taste it, take a sip of it,
Please.
they want some more of it. You know, that golden cup. That golden cup. And they became drunken off of it, man.
Because they found out that the wine was cheap liquor.
Yeah.
Now they're getting sick off of it. You know?
That's right. That's why it says this. The poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder that's stopping her ear. You know?
And see, he used Israelite women to help oppress the Israelite man. And it's a lot of jakes in jail, in the grave, or just in a bad case because of being seduced or manipulated to do things because of these women, man. And when these women are doing the bid of say, they're advocating him. So if it's gonna benefit her to help oppress you, when I say you is an Israelite man, then they're gonna do that, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's beneficial to them, man. See, they get perks and everything. You know, Section 8, just keep Jake out the house. You know what I'm saying? All this different stuff. But see, we in the times now, hey, he done used you up. He don't really need you no more. So now you're finna get the short end of the stick, man. He finna kick your ass to the curb.
Got one for you all. Ecclesiasticus 25 and 26. If she go not as thou would have her, cut her off from the flesh, and give her a bill of divorce and let her go.
Hey, tell her to kick rocks. I mean, if she's not benefiting you, if she's hindering you, if she's trying to be a burden because of whatever the reason may be, then you need to go on and let her go, man.
Because ultimately these women are modern agents, you know what I'm saying, that advocate for Esau. You know, in some form or fashion. You know, their goal is to basically get you from finishing their finish line.
I got two. I'm gonna get this first. This 1 Timothy 5, just straight to the point. 1 Timothy 5 and 15. I'll start with it. It says, I would therefore that the younger women marry their children, get out of the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully, for some are already turned aside after sin.
Well, break that down, bro.
Yeah. Hey, our women, they already in bed with Esau with them. They already in bed with their daddy Esau. They help foreign Esau in gentlemen. That's why they love this feminism movement, man. You know, this independent, right? You can't tell me shit. I don't need a nigga. This independent spirit.
That's right.
You know? So they already turn aside that thing. You got Rihanna already said, bow down to Satan. You see? But we live in a time now that all this about to be flipped. That you're gonna have to come through a man in order for you to be safe, man.
That's right, right. That's right. That's right.
Like for example, like Kevin Samuels, even though we know he's set up by Esau Edom, but he's still pushing out a beneficial agenda to the men. You know what I'm saying? But you got majority of black women want him off the air, man. They got petitions right now trying to sign to get him off of YouTube. You know?
Because they can't handle the truth.
Exactly.
They know it's the truth, man. They just like they daddy Esau. Now they being exposed, and they want to try to get rid of the flashlight in their goddamn face, man.
Father showed you that how men are enslaved to women. You know what I'm saying?
But the scripture went to how a woman will surpass a man. Brother Manfred. And that's in the corporate world especially, man.
But hey, Jacob Trouble right around the corner. That would say, now it's hot. What say, you careless women? Isaiah the 32, rise up the women are these, man. All you proud women, time for you to come back and repent. You Israelite women to come back to Yahweh Shemashah and get in order before it's too late. Before it's too late. But it's supposed to add this 4 and 26. Supposed to add this 4 and 26. Yeah. Many that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sakes.
Yeah, meaning what? Ultimately your mind, you know, which is going into your intellect. You know what I'm saying? And so when a woman is advocating for Esau, you have to rebuke her, such as Job did. When Job's wife came to him and said, curse the Most High and die, he rebuked her. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to do in the spirit. You know? That's it. That's right. You know, once you do it in the spirit, your mind is set, then it manifests in your actions.
So once you become a servant to their sake, they on to the next nigga. You defeated. See?
That's right, bro.
There's one more. 27. Many also have perished.
A lot of people have died.
Have erred.
Have sinned.
And sinned for women.
For women. You know what I'm saying? Women is the biggest one of the biggest downfalls of our nation, man. After us beginning with committing spiritual fornication.
One of the prime examples is what we brought up from the beginning, Adam and Eve.
Of the woman came to begin of sin, and through her we all die. That was to get not your strength unto a woman.
That's right.
Proverbs 11:21. though hand join in hand, the wicked should not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous should be delivered.
Read it. So like read one more time, bro.
It says, though hand join in hand, the wicked should not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous should be delivered.
Right. Hey, the separation is going on, and the wicked are going to be punished. They're going to be destroyed. They're going to meet their judges, man. And the righteous, hey, they're going to have the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, which is that strong tower to run to, man, and have refuge, protection, and heads, man, in the times we coming in. So, hey, if you're with the Lord, hey, may the Lord have mercy upon you and your family. But if you're not, hey, may the Lord destroy you in a horrible fashion, man.
And can I add? And then if your hand is joined hand in hand, that supports what? You nonetheless. And that shows that there are supporters which are advocates for Esau.
That's why they come out of her, my people.
There you go. There we go, bro.
This Revelation 3:17. Because thou sayest, I am rich, and increase with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched, and miserable, and poor, and blind, and naked. The NLT said, he said, you say I am rich, I have everything I want. This is today's society. It said, I don't need a thing, and don't realize that you are rich and miserable, and poor, and blind, and naked. You catch the hell just like us. Why? Because you honor the curses.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
All you sellouts, hey, you still poor. You still a slave at the end of the day. You got it.
Hey, say, so Lord willing, man, brothers was edified. We want to give all honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushua,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
double honor to our apostles and elders, the great millstone and rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom.